It's okay. It looks like it's okay. I know I'm still on me, but something's happening here on there. But how's everybody doing today? Loopring is definitely making a move. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Um, live are live on Twitch. Yes, we are live on Facebook as well. I would imagine we're live on YouTube. 27 people here. LRC is definitely making a move. It's definitely ripping. So when I looked at it this morning, I was like, dang, that's crazy. Right now, I'm holding 400, and it's in the top four. It's in the top five, but it's in my top four coins. The SPY is dropping. Well, that sucks. Understandable though. What happened with I couldn't make any MP Shorts videos yesterday, and I wanted to do an MP Shorts video on SOS because SOS was doing horrible last night in the after hours market. So let's take a look at this. You could see Coin was doing really bad, dropped down 10%. Let's go ahead and actually, I need to show my screen. So here we go. We're looking at my portfolio right now, but let's bring up my Webull account. Coin was doing horrible. You know, in the pre-market, it's down 10%. Yesterday was down a hell of a lot. You also see that SOS was down a crazy amount, which I guess got halted. So that's concerning. It has increased quite a bit. So from that level of $1.88 has increased back up to a level up here up to that $2.08 mark. So let's be hopeful that SOS survives this overall situation. But we're seeing a lot of things dip down. The AMC drop yesterday, I absolutely hated it. Everybody knew what was going on with my response. If you did see my video, yeah, that's how I was feeling. But we have 57 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. I did end up buying more Loopring today, which I understand that you're buying at some of the highs, right? And I will consistently buy at all levels. It's not necessarily just I'm buying at the lows or or the highs or whatever. I'm buying everywhere, literally everywhere. Morning eyes, LRC, LTC, still creeping. Yeah, LTC. I mean, look at Litecoin, $286. I'm trying to tell you that this is making a move. Somebody yesterday in my live stream said, "What's happening with Litecoin, and do you believe that Litecoin is going to make a move above this?" Because they were feeling that it was going to come back. I mean, it increased to a level of 286 now instead of being at 260 or 250 like it was yesterday. Increased to 270. Now it's at 286, and I don't even know if that's the highest point that it got to. Loopring is a new cryptocurrency that apparently there are ties with GameStop. So bringing that community over to the crypto community, even though they already been over here, bringing that community over here or bringing the community over to the specific crypto, if it is in fact tied to GameStop, could be a game changer, you know, and I guess pun intended. But yeah, that's basically, what it is. It's supposed to make transaction speeds, faster, fees a lot lower, gas fees a lot lower. And it's just all around, it just has potential. Yesterday I did a video on the potential, and I'm sorry that the audio really doesn't line up. I don't know why it does that. Some days it lines up, some days it doesn't. So I just kind of roll the dice instead of changing it. You do have a lot of days to where I upload videos and the audio is perfectly fine. I uploaded a video on my reaction channel to where I'm slightly off with my words, but then the audio to the video is on point. So I don't know, it just doesn't work all the time. Streamlabs kind of sucks sometimes. Um, LRC to $1,000 possible. Is it possible? Yes, but will it happen? Probably not, because that would be a 1.3 trillion dollar market cap, which is not crazy because obviously, Bitcoin is up at that level. Where's Bitcoin? Let's actually go to trade so we can understand where that is. $1.3 trillion. So obviously, if you compare that, that can be the max level you can possibly see it get to. But how long will it take to get to that? And will it, take over some of the Bitcoin dominance at that point? Yes, that's the case. I don't know if we will see over 1,000. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think that $100 is insanely possible. It is not something that you can say, oh, this is not going to happen, because $130 billion is not something that is physically impossible. It's just something we haven't seen a lot of coins get to. But if any coin was going to get there, it would be something that's tied to GameStop. It would be something that's tied to AMC. So, yeah, right now you're seeing LRC pull back just a little bit because LRC is at 350. It was at 380. And that's not bad at all, right? You're going to see things pull back after a large gain. People are going to try and, take out some of their gains, and that's okay. And as you see it pull back, like I said, I'm going to buy at all stages, because if this is truly tied, which I'm kind of going all in on a rumor because it's not really confirmed yet. If I am going to go all in on something, it will be something that is tied to GameStop or AMC. And if AMC has their crypto sometime soon that they make, then I will be in on that, depending how many they have. I would hope they have less circulating supply. What's going on, Raw Status TV? Thank you for stopping by. Missed that 285. Yeah, I feel like this is not over to buy in at this point. It's just I'm taking it step by step, layer by layer to get into the position. And whether it comes back to 3, I'll buy more. Whether it goes up to 5, I'll buy more. I'll probably stop somewhere around maybe $6 or so. That's where I will stop buying. I will hold on to what I have and let it ride. But I'm hoping to get to about 1,000, which would give me about $3,000 invested into this position. But yeah, I just have to figure out where I'm pulling that from, because right now I don't have any free capital. And we'll see. Because I am looking at gains in AMP, but I don't like the circulating supply in AMP. So that was an issue. I have 11 so far. Well, that's good. As long as you have some, that's awesome. Trading LR BTC as opposed to USD. What's the difference between LRC USD and LRC BTC? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I see both on Coinbase. On Coinbase Pro? On Coinbase, if you're trading it on Coinbase Pro, you're just changing that out. So like you're talking about LRC USD and LRC BTC, you're basically just transferring one for the other. So that's what that is. It's an exchange. So for this, you're not just buying it directly, unless you're buying it from USD that you have there. But what you're looking at here is you're basically saying, all right, LRC, I'm going to get 400 LRC or whatever from however much USD I have, or get however much LRC from the BTC that I have. So to put it more simple, it looks like Ryan Mack has the term, the currency pairing. Good morning, my man. Have you heard of any new crypto shill? I probably wouldn't get into that. It was just listed on KuCoin. Looks promising. Metaverse gaming support. It was just listed on KuCoin. Is it something that is also on Gate.io? Because I don't have KuCoin. So let me see market cap. I mean, shill just isn't a great term. So why would you want to get into that? So shill token currently at 80 cents has 1 billion circulating supply, which is low. You're seeing the market cap if you wanted to see, well, that's max supply. So I don't know if they will dilute anything. I don't know what the circulating supply is. I will assume that it's the max supply there, but you can't really assume it because it could be diluted, just like I said. Let's see the markets that it's on. So it's on KuCoin, PancakeSwap, ApeSwap. It looks like it has potential. It just doesn't have a lot of markets that it's included in. So it's probably going to take a while as you see it added to different markets here and there. So we got 143 people here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. Do that. Let me fix this real quick. I need another screen here. I think that's what I need to invest into. I need to invest into my studio and get another screen. I thought I would be able to do split screen here, and I can't do that on this Samsung. It's like the model above it, which freaking sucks. New subscriber, I enjoy you because you're real and down to earth. Happy to be here. Well, thank you for saying that, because I try to be that way. You know, I don't really like to sit here and obviously I throw out some numbers and, you know, say this can get to 100, but I obviously back it up with some sort of information, you know, and what I'm talking about is mostly potential. So yes, I try to make sure things are realistic gains, realistic goals, and try and set people up for success. So I appreciate you for being here, being a subscriber, and being a member, by the way. That means a lot. Enjoying the content. Thank you. Can we see Bitcoin Cash blowing up? I'm really unsure of it. So Bitcoin Cash surprised me. I was looking at Bitcoin Cash and I was like, wow, this grew by, what was it, $70 yesterday? It definitely made a decent move, or even more than that now, up to like $80 or so. With the amount of circulating supply, yes, you can see this move quite a bit. And I don't know all the details behind it, like what really drives the movement. And I would imagine seeing the ton of volume and seeing that just the name of Bitcoin and how it is tied to Bitcoin, that's just something that really you look forward to in these coins. 18.9 million circulating supply, 55 days of typical hold time. It's ranked 15 in popularity. Obviously, people are buying this. They want to buy it. The volume is up 30%, almost 31%, and the market cap is 13.5 billion. And you see this grow? Yeah, I definitely can see this grow a lot more. And it's tricky, because can you tie it directly to Bitcoin? Can you say, oh, this is going to get to Bitcoin like levels? Probably not. Can you look at it as something that will be second in command when it comes to market cap? It's a possibility. Obviously, Ethereum is big on the high on the totem pole, but you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not doing so hot today. It's cooling off while Litecoin's up 13% and Bitcoin Cash is up 2%. So, I have 5 screens, totally worth it. Yeah, I have one screen here. I have a big Samsung screen right here so that I can see everything. This is where I do all of my reviews and everything, and all my my videos and stuff like that, screen records. But I wanted to add another monitor. I just don't know where. And it's tough. I wanted a main screen that I know was presenting. It always will be presenting, and I know that this one will be that. But I just need to find a different screen, and I probably will put it somewhere right here. But that means that my light needs to go away, and I don't want my light to go away because I like my light. Tell you what, this camera is very, very fuzzy. So sorry on the MP Shorts channel. 10,000 AMP. Hope she moves. Yeah, I'm a little. The only reason I'm kind of concerned with my AMP is because of the circulating supply, the total supply that's here, uh, and how it hasn't really moved, even though we did have a lot of popularity. So the popularity is 39 days. Um, you do see, or sorry, 39, and you see 29 days of typical hold time. The 42 billion circulating supply is 46% of the total supply. This means that it can be diluted by half, right? You can see this be cut in half or well lower. I don't really know if they'll end up doing that. Obviously, you can see this price increase a hefty amount. Did get to a high of about 8 cents in the past. If we look at it over a year ago, got to a high of 12 cents. That's what I was looking for a level to where I can profit out of it. I was looking to basically capture about $10,000 from it because I hold about was it 14,000 of it, or it might be 14,000 or 10,000 or something like that. Let's see, what is it? AMP is 14,000. So currently holding about 800, and I would love for that to get to $1, but you always have that risk of it pulling back at some of these levels. So that's why I'm looking at AMP and saying, should I put this into Loopring while Loopring, looks like it's coming back from that 380 level? Should I put this into Loopring, or should I wait to see this go into Loopring at like $3? Do I see this coming back a little bit more? I do. It's just it may end up increasing a lot more before it ends up decreasing. So we have to. Well, for me, I have to take some of my money and basically spread it out in different price ranges. So I want to spread it out into like the $3 range or the $3.25 range if it does pull back to that level. So right, if you're looking for a long-term entry or a longer-term entry for Loopring, I would probably say now is not a bad entry. It's always great to be able to get your feet wet if you're looking to make your initial move, your first move. But if it's a move that you are looking to buy more and more and more, you want to treat it and find some of those lows. So right now it is lower than where it was, slightly lower, but you do want to find some of these lows before you end up, seeing that obviously increase. Because if you see that at those high levels, you're obviously not going to want to make a move into those positions. So if we look at Loopring, let's see this. Let's go to Loopring real quick. So Loopring right now is up 43%, and it's up to $3.67. You did see it up at this high here of $3.92, almost at $4. Now it did come back a little bit. Is it done coming back? Throughout history, you haven't really seen that this has hit a high and instantly came back and retraced to a level to where it didn't find a support. Now, for cryptocurrency, it's a different story because finding a support for cryptocurrency is very difficult. It breaks support levels, it breaks resistance levels all the time. I don't know why my phone's blowing up, but it is, and it's distracting me. But yeah, I feel like it still has a ways to go to find maybe a little bit of a low. Below 350 is definitely a great buy. I think below 320, 325 is probably a good buy as well. But it's you're going to be waiting it out, and I think you might end up seeing a slight increase. We might see more FOMO buying going on today as people are waking up and seeing what Loopring is doing while everything else is decreasing. So definitely look out for that. But you'll also see this pull back after it hits a certain level. Maybe it'll resist again at 380 and then start to fall back some more. So stop talking and your fans. I'm replying. Come on, man. Don't do that. What about Dogecoin? I believe in Dogecoin to an extent. I think that it will resist around 50 or even closer to that 60 cent mark again. But that's when all altcoins start to run. Check out Algorand. All right, I'll check out Algorand really quick. Algorand currently at $1.96. I'm investing more, $10 every single day, or not every day, $10 every single week. I did put more into it, and I'm gaining about 43 cents per day. This did decrease from that level, I think, of like 250 in the past, but it's good because as you see it at these low levels, I want to buy more and more as I have money. So as I gain more money throughout the months, the weeks, months, days, all of those. So where it currently is, I'm not looking for it to blow right away. If it does blow, great. I have 2,000. That would be amazing. But I'm not looking for that to completely skyrocket right away. I'm looking to gain as much as I can possibly get. 10,000 would be great to be able to hold. And then we can go from there. $10,000 would be great, but 10,000 coins would be even better. Bob, thank you for becoming a Money Makes Money member. I appreciate it. If you guys want to become a member, I'm going to close this thing up actually now because it is at that 20-minute mark. So I'm going to try and respond to all the messages that are prior to me closing it up, but I am going to close it up to members only. So if you want to become a member, it's 99 cents. I make it very cheap so that I can answer more questions and instead of getting a influx of just crazy amount of questions. Thoughts on AMC stock being hard to find? I mean, I think that's just a system issue. Maybe on the yeah, I think that's more of a system issue than anything. Maybe tied with hedge funds. I don't know, but I would say that's more of a system issue than anything. Still into Shiba Inu? Yes, I'm still into Shiba Inu. I still have 9. Again, Shiba is not going to be something that I would talk about every single day, right? The reason being is because I'm going to hold on to this, like I said, for 3 to 10 years. I'm going to hold on to this for a long time. So if I'm holding on to it for a long time, it doesn't mean that I need to talk about it every day. I just want to see this get to a point to where it does get burned off a massive amount. And then when it gets to the point to where I take my profit, I will show you my profit. Don't worry, I'm going to be on YouTube for a long time. So it's not going to be anything to where I give up on what I'm doing here. So what do you think about Bounce? It really looks promising to me. Yeah, I hold Bounce as well. I hold about, is it 20? I think I hold about 20 of Bounce. It definitely does look promising. Yeah, I hold 20 of Bounce, currently at $41. I invested a little bit higher than this, so it definitely looks promising to grow a lot when this altcoin season does explode. But right now, we're just kind of in that waiting period with a lot of things while we see other things like Litecoin, we see Harvest Finance, we see Litecoin, we see Loopring, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of those run. We're seeing everything else pretty much be, kind of flat, and it's understandable. Let's see. What happened to UPST? I haven't looked into it, but I can look into it now. Yeah, it fell by 23%. There's a lot of things that have fallen by a crazy amount in the after hours market. Just this after hours market. You did see a decent drop from yesterday, but dropping from 313 or even the previous close, I guess, of 334 all the way down to 239 is a huge drop. Which if you had any options, you are just in any put options, you're obviously in the green, you're doing great, and you're happy. But yeah, this doesn't look good. Are we going to see a continuation of this? I think things have dropped so much that you're seeing them jump into the level of, being oversold. And I think we might see a little bit of a kick up. I'm going to try and make some money from today. If it's a down market, then it'll be a little bit tough because I always like to go the positive route rather than shorting. But I'm going to try and make some money like I did yesterday. I made about $300 yesterday in the stock market day trading, and I'm happy with it if I can make $100. So making 300 was obviously really good. I did have a couple of losses though. Did have a couple of losses all the way down at the bottom, and it was initial losses where I lost $20 at one point, and then I lost another, I think it was like $30. And then I started to get into certain plays. I can't remember what the plays were. I got into Coin and Roblox. Roblox and Coin both gave me a decent push. Roblox, I gained about $80 from it. And Apple made a move for me. Chase Henderson, thank you for being a member for 7 months. I was going to say thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. There's so many people that have been a member for such a long time, and I appreciate you guys. I mean, I make it only $1, so it's definitely manageable to where you can be a part of this community, and you don't have to, worry about paying, $5 per month and worry about that coming out for the entire year. Like this isn't Disney Plus. Like obviously, it's investing and being a part of this community and getting a second opinion on a lot of your investments is a big deal. Um, but yeah, it's not like Disney Plus to where you're you're watching Marvel movies and Disney movies and all that stuff. Like you're getting investment opinions, second opinions, and all that. Uh, I'll get there, Ryan. Matt, what's going on with AMC? Thoughts? I think AMC one is being shorted. I think the entire market you're seeing, people that hold a ton of money in the market, not necessarily retail traders. A lot of times when you see this activity, it's more driven towards institutions and hedge funds, people that have big money in the system. They start to liquidate a lot of their different positions because they feel as though those positions may end up coming back. And then some positions are manipulated to seem like that's the case for them as well. You know what I mean? So something like coin came back quite a bit. That was probably to where a lot of institutions saw where they were invested in at. They invested in maybe at like 300 or 200 or whatever, took a profit at 350. It's insane to see that growth, right? They're taking that profit, they're taking out a large amount, and now they're printing a lot of money for their investors or the people that are within giving them money basically. Um, and now with AMC, you're trying to kind of paint the same picture, and they're just shorting the hell out of this thing. So AMC, it's more towards shorting than anything because it's 80% retail held. So if it's 80% retail held, how is it decreasing that much? Well, you have a little bit of selling pressure from day traders and swing traders, right? Because you see the increase that we did have. The issue is that yesterday the increase or the decrease happened, I guess, in the after hours market. And then we saw another decrease in this after hours market or in the market open. And in the after hours market for AMC, it's not really that far down, but either way, it broke 40. So it's more or less shorting that's going on. And the funny thing is, like, you can see something like GME. Um, GME didn't decrease as much. Like, look at this. The pre-market, they're up. They're up a 0.5%. And, they were down 5% yesterday, but they're up a 0.5%. And you could see that AMC was down 11%, almost like 12%. Top five cryptos to get into now. Um, Top five cryptos to get into now, in my opinion, and don't take it all with a grain of salt. I think Loopring is one of the top cryptocurrencies to get in now because it's at its low point, and I think it will catch fire once everything breaks to where it's like it's confirmed. We know that this is working with GameStop, and the idea is now hold on for dear life. You know what I mean? So it's basically pushing that same mentality. I think Gitcoin is a great play. I would probably wait for a level to where it's below $10 before you can make a move in there. But I think this will be a good long-term play, longer term, but it is a low price now. Litecoin is still on the rise, so I wouldn't say that that's something you physically need to get into, but it's definitely making a move. Um, in my opinion, let's see. Oh, I thought Compound was actually lower. Quant is not a bad move to get into with the low circulating supply. That's not a bad move. I would say Harvest Finance is one of my biggest entries, and currently at 162. I think that can go a lot higher, and just to see that go to 250 or 350, you're obviously gaining a ton out of it. So I think that's a big cryptocurrency to get into if you're looking for a massive quick gain out of it, but you have to be fast if you're looking for that quick gain. But the ultimate goal of Harvest Finance will be a lot bigger than what we're seeing here today. And I am hoping that this can pull back to 80 cent or $80. And if it pulls back to $80 or $50, I would love this coin so much because I would have maybe 200 of it. And then you would see this get to a level to where I'm insanely happy with where this is going to go. Um, Maybe I'll even have more because I possibly will liquidate some other positions. Like some of these lower positions, I will liquidate and put all that money into Harvest Finance if it goes down to a level of $50 or $80. So I would say, I said Loopring, Harvest Finance, Gitcoin. What else did I say? I think some of my top ones that I had here. I would say those. Let's go with those three for that, and then I would also put some into some of these positions: Algorand and back here. Go back to my assets. Algorand and Tezos, I think, are a great look as something that's more secure. So you need some security and you need some more like risk. So that's what I would go with. Lost my ass on AMC yesterday. Lost your ass on AMC. $40 strikes. Does anyone know the answer to my question? What's your question? My name is actually Ed. I would only sell. I don't buy options on AMC. How do you know how long you've been a member? Basically by the color of the emblem. If you well, I think you know if you go into like your settings. I don't know how to exactly do it, but yeah. Wait, this isn't Disney? This isn't Disney Plus. Oh my God, if LRC hits soul levels, yeah, I know. It will be absolutely insane. The only thing is LRC hitting soul levels would be tough because the circulating supply is a lot lower for soul than it is for LRC. LRC is in the billions and soul is in like 200 million. So it definitely can make that move a lot easier. Brad pointed out yesterday in the Discord that BlackRock increased their AMC position significantly, and now is now just behind Vanguard. Looks like Shiba might test that 44 support sooner than later. Well, that's good. Then I can make that burn. We have to see how much I actually have to burn. Hopefully, I have a lot. I would love it. Let's go ahead and bring up my studio really quick. Wow, that Loopring video that I made yesterday had 8.7 or 8.7 thousand views. Wow, guys you really like the Loopring videos. Well, the potential is huge. Like obviously going to $100 short term is a stretch, but going to something like $50 shorter term is not unheard of. Like these goals and milestones that it's hitting is like it's becoming a reality. It really is. You're starting to see these things really run and go from a level of 280 up to 380 very easily throughout a day. And it's like, okay, well, this can really move. If we actually see some more popularity, some more people get into this position, you're going to see this really run. So yeah, let me bring up my content really quick. Look for my Shiba burn video. So the one got 1,800 views. The other one got 6,000 views. So we're sitting at, let's see. So $92 for the one. So that's probably going to burn off a good maybe like 2 million, something like that. And let's see, go back to the other one. $23 for that one. So we're looking at about $110. Yeah, we're looking at about $110 that we will be burning off at lower levels. So if we can get to lower levels, I will burn off, obviously $110 worth of Shiba and call it a day. Loopring will fall back. Well, if it does, when we do see that fallback, we do see that pullback, depending where it pulls back from, because it might not be over. You might see a ton of FOMO buying go in to today as people are waking up and realizing that Loopring is blowing up. Yeah, you might see this increase a little bit more and then fall back. Yes. Just deposited. Let's see how much I have to pay with. I have to play with. Yes. There's a ton of calls for VLTA. Looks like an earnings play approaching. I bought 12 calls expiring November 19th. Worth looking into. I hate buying short-term calls. I really do, because it gives you no room to grow. I mean, that's next week. It's not that short term, but if like some people will buy short-term calls like for this Friday, and sometimes they play out, but it's just, I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Let's see. So currently at $10.85. It's down about 4%. It was up yesterday in the market. We did see an increase in the after hours market. That's why, because yesterday did decrease. As you saw that increase, it fell down quite a bit, all the way down to 1068 before increasing a little bit. So let's look at the overall picture. Let's look at maybe the 10,000 foot view really quick. You can see here that it did decrease, consolidated around this level of $9, increased to a level of $14, and then decreased all the way down to $6, where it did bounce, not completely oversold, just hitting the line of being oversold. Yeah, just hitting the line of being oversold, and got down to about $6, which it should have been well oversold, but it got down to about $6.63. This increase was pretty massive, all the way up to about $12 before decreasing down to about 1085. Your calls are for, I don't know. The reason why I don't see this position, you're saying it's an earnings play. I mean, it's reaching to a point to where it hit a high point. And yes, you can possibly see it play out to where you can gain maybe $1 out of it, which would gain you $100 or so, depending how many you have. If you have $12, you'll probably gain about, or you have 12 contracts, you'll probably gain about, $1,200 or so. But yeah, I think it's closer to the high than, or this high point, than it is, closer to this low point. So it kind of scares me. I For me, I wouldn't make a play into it. But if you already made a play, then hopefully it works out for you. I'm kicking myself. I bought an LRC at 56 cents and sold at 150. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Yeah, that's usually what happens. I don't think you're dumb. That's usually what happens. You accepted a profit. The thing is you want to see where the potential is. And if you bought in a crazy amount at 56 cents, understand what you want to get out of it. Well, technically you tripled your investment at around 150, right? Close to it. If you triple your investment, it doesn't hurt to take out your initial investment, because everything else that you have in there is now gravy, right? This is what you can learn from that video, or not learn from the video, learn from that move, is that you can pull out your initial investment and go on with what you do have, because that can grow to something big. Yes, you'll still be upset with the fact that you pulled out what you pulled out, but you won't be mad at the fact that you're still in there. You'll be happy that you're still in the position, and maybe you'll buy more, whatever you wanted to do. But if you wanted to keep that in there, say if you had, I don't know, you bought $3,000 worth at 56 cents, which means you would have about 6,000 coins, right? If I'm doing math correctly, close to it, 6,000 coins. Now you can basically say, I'm going to take out, I don't know, $3,000 there, and you'll leave $6,000 that's left in there, because you tripled the investment. So you leave $6,000 that's in there. Yes, it has the potential of pulling back, but it also has the potential of doing what it did here. So now your original investment, where you're holding $6,000, you're holding, let's say, 4,000 coins, right? Now that grew to a level to where it's at $3, almost $4. So now you can either take profit again, or you can let it sit in there. So this is what you learn from that. You always take partial profit as you're going up, unless you're day trading. Day trading and swing trading, you can do that and take partial profit. I always like to accept all profit and then move on to the next position. But when it comes to trading, longer term swing trades or whatever, you take partial profits. Yeah, never be mad at yourself for taking a profit. but understand that partial profits are a big point of investing that actually you can learn a lot from, because if you double or triple your investment, it's easy to just say, I'm taking out everything because I doubled my investment. It's everything I ever wanted. Yeah, that's great. But you can also see that as a point to where you're like, all right, well, everything else is gravy. Let me take out my initial investment and place that somewhere else. I feel like there's another position I want to get into. Let me place it somewhere else. Now I still have money, or I still have, my foot in the door in this position. No matter what, that's gravy on top. And then I also have this position out there that can potentially grow by however many percent. So yeah. Let's see. Let's go. Shiba, a good buy. I'm buying more. I think it's a good buy at this point. Just I'm concerned with people that want to buy into billions of Shiba Inu coin. I understand if you do have billions of Shiba Inu coin, then you made a successful move to where you can make a lot of money from it. The person that bought trillions, I guess, of Shiba Inu coin at the lowest level possible when it was like in August or whatever, and made billions of dollars from it, amazing. But if you're buying Shiba Inu coin in the billions and you're looking for this to get to a crazy level, you might end up getting there a lot sooner. But for me, I'm holding millions, single digit millions, because I'm playing this out for the long game, right? I'm looking for this, like I said, 3 to 10 years. And if it gets to 3 to 10 years, we're probably going to see this in the level to where a lot is burned off for Shiba, maybe even a system burn within those 10 years. And then probably somewhere within that, we'll see that reach a level of a penny. And then people will think that that's over. But no, there's more burn to be had there. There's more growth to be had there. And we're going to see that increase based on more of a burn. And then we're going to see that settle wherever it needs to settle at $1. And I'll hold millions of that coin. So I turn basically 20 or $270 into $9 million or so, because I'm holding 9 million coins 10 years from now, where the circulating supply is down to 500 billion or even less than that. Because as we add on all of these coins that's there, all of these trillions of coins that are there, it's giving us the room or understanding to how much we need to burn off. And if they end up doing, let's say, a 50% burn, obviously that burns a lot more as you do increase that. So if it gets to the 589 in total, 589 trillion total supply, you burn off half of that. It's obviously more than the 394 trillion. So no matter if they add on any supply, they can't dilute it any more than what they had in the max amount. So stocks are looking like a bloodbath. Yeah, they're not looking great today. I haven't seen this in a while, but Coinbase is coming back up a little bit, but it's still not looking good. I'm hoping that we can find some of these lows so that I can invest in some positions and quickly make a profit, a massive profit from those lows. If we see it hit certain levels, maybe I'll take out a couple of options plays, a couple of strong options plays for them to get back up to their levels, long-term options, and then see if that does play out the right way for me. Hey Matt, how's it going? Going pretty good. Can't complain. Should have just taken out my initial investment. Smart, smart, smart. Yeah, that's always the way to go. I mean, depending what you're feeling, if you want to get out of the position in total and you don't want to make any more moves in there, then it's understandable. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what? What's your thoughts on mana? I talked about this previously. Let me bring up coin market cap here. Talked about this previously, and I'm not sure if I was the biggest fan of mana. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with mana, right? Right now it's at $2.58. I think that's sort of I wouldn't say it's sort of high, because it does have potential. I just don't know why we are seeing this large increase, why it does have so much popularity. I know that it has moved quite a bit in the past, and currently the circulating supply is at 1.8 billion. 1.8 billion is not a crazy amount. It's not a lot. 2.1 billion or almost 2.2 billion in total supply is not a lot either. You can see it on every single exchange. It can gain a lot of popularity very, very fast. Let's look at the overview and understand where this did come from. In the past year, you did see a large increase from 77, I guess in the past month. You saw this large increase from 78 cents all the way up to a high here of about $3.60. It did decrease and is slowly decreasing, creating lower highs and lower lows, looking like it's starting to settle out, starting to be on the upturn or upswing because of this. As it did hit this low, it didn't create another lower low, so it created a higher low, which can essentially create a higher high. So this could be on the way up as you look at this trend, but it can also be in a form of consolidation right now, to where you would see consolidation and maybe a little bit of a decrease there. So I like the potential of it. I just think the growth was insanely fast. It was insanely fast and could have way more growth. I just don't know the reason to why this would increase so much. Does it have something that's a game changer to the use case, to the crypto market? I just asked, did you see my last post? No, I didn't see your last post. Anything? Yeah, I don't see anything. Short-term calls aren't so bad if proper D or DD. I sold 2 calls for Roblox at a 600% and held it for 24 hours. Well, yeah, I just can't. I mean, yeah, you're right. If you do the proper due diligence, you can definitely have success in that area. But I don't find success in that area, so I'm not saying that I'm comfortable with it. I've never been comfortable with it, but it's not saying that I will never be comfortable with it. Uh, it's not saying that I won't see the potential in a short-term options contract and play it by ear, and make that move and make some money from it. Right now, just not not in the cards for me. My comments are getting deleted. I don't know if they are. I mean, it depends. It depends what they are. If you're saying something that shouldn't be said, then possibly. I don't know if they do an automatic deletion. These kids are running around upstairs, and I'm sorry for anybody that's on the MP Shorts channel that's hearing this, because you don't have a sound floor. My mana run had something to do with a rumor about Facebook. Not sure of the details. I'll have to look into it. I transferred that 1,500 to my Coinbase. Uh, OITEX is 17 on crypto and 32 on Coinbase. On crypto.com and 32 on Coinbase. I know different exchanges have different prices, but it shouldn't be that much of a difference. I've seen some that have a pretty big difference. I'm simply saying I bought coins on one site and transferred it to another. Oh, the website, it won't. True. Anyways, so we have 5 people watching on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching over there. Um, let's see. Was live. I should be live. Refresh this. Okay, perfect. All right, so we got about 8 minutes for this stream. We've been live for about 50 minutes or so. I don't know how many likes we have. 112 likes. Guys, get me to 200 likes. That would be amazing. It really does help me out if you can get me to that level. I just want to be able to hit these goals. So we have 260 people here. We should be able to get to 200 likes. Let's see. What are you looking for? IOX. So this position's currently at 16 or 17 cents. Let's look at what you're saying. So yeah, on Coinbase, you're saying on Coinbase, it's not tradable on Coinbase. So if it's not tradable on Coinbase, then I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh, the refrigerator is open. I don't. Yeah, it's not tradable on Coinbase. So if it's not tradable on Coinbase, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna update effectively. Oh wait, yes it is. Oh well, that's weird. Yeah, 30. It looks like 32 cents, 35 cents. So yeah, what'd you do? Transfer it from what'd you KuCoin? What'd you have? Or crypto.com over to Coinbase, and you got a little bit of an increase. Is that so? Basically, this is what he's saying: is that there's a difference between different platforms. So you can see here that Binance is at 16 cents. You can see here that KuCoin's at 17 cents. Pancake Swaps at 17 cents. Crypto.com is at 16 cents. And then Coinbase over here is at 35 cents for this specific price. And that's trading from BTC. So trading from USD is at 32 cents. Obviously, you're going to see different swings in different prices and different exchanges. All right, so we got to 150 likes. We're getting there. We are getting there. All right, so let's look at, see what Loopring is doing right now. I do want to see what Shiba's doing real quick. So Shiba is at 0.00005 cents. Waiting for that to break below that 0.00004 cents. But yeah, let me go into Loopring really quick, understand where that is. That's at $3.66. I do see that, pulling back from this high level. The only thing is, like I said, you have FOMO buyers that could come in that are waking up and saying, "Hey, what's going on here? Like, I'm excited about this movement. How about I get into it?" But then you could also have those same buyers that see this up in this area and they're like, "All right, it's pulling back. Let's wait for a full pullback." In the world, why is there such a massive difference? Some cryptocurrencies have a massive difference. I saw one that I was looking at, a coin on gate.io, and it was at like I think like $50 or something. It was showing there in that platform at like $50, but then I looked at it over in Coin Market Cap, and it was showing different prices to where it was like $30 over there. And Coin Market Cap was showing $30, so it was obviously a $20 difference that we did see in that position. To watch LRC's growth from less than a $1 billion market cap, and now it's almost $5 billion. Yeah. Again, it's still hovering around that average. I think 3 to 5 billion, right? It's still hovering around that average. I've already made $2 on the 10 LRC I bought this morning. That's amazing. Was it not the difference in the euros to and US dollars? I don't think that's the case. It's kind of like when you think of I don't know, a bid ask spread. Instead of seeing the difference between the bid and the ask, you're seeing a difference between platforms. Uh, I guess how it's reported to that platform and the amount that's traded to that platform. So, guys, we have 255 people here, and we have 3 minutes. Try and get me to 200 likes. If you haven't hit the like button, just hide the chat if you're on mobile and hit that like button, turn it blue or gray or whatever color it does turn, and get me to 200 likes, because I always like to hit that goal. That's my goal for every day. And then as we see the viewers increase, my goal will increase as well. So 250 likes, 300 likes, things like that. So definitely hit that like button. We're getting closer and closer. 160 likes. All right. 165 likes. Did LRC break into the top 50 cryptocurrencies? I don't think it did, because the top 50 cryptocurrencies, um, uh, might be lying. Let's look at CoinMarketCap. So this is the top 50. Where are we looking at? It's sorted by market cap. Yes, it's at 44 right now. So LRC is at 44 with a $4.7 billion market cap, almost $4.8 billion market cap. So it has broken into the top 50. That's great to be able to see that. You got a lot of great coins below it too. A lot of great coins below it, a lot of great coins below it, but I think, or above it and below it. Below it and below it. Yes, it's 44. Smash the like button. You smash the, wait, smash the like button like you smash the buy button. Yes, absolutely. If you love LRC, hit that like button. If you love Shiba Inu, hit that like button. If you love Dogecoin, hit that like button. If you love any crypto coin, hit the like button. All right, yeah, I'm going to try and make some moves into some plays in the stock market. We can see a lot of things are down. On my most popular watch list, you can see a lot of things are down in the pre-market. Let's hope we can see a bounce off of some things. I'm looking for a lot that's oversold. We're probably going to see a ton. If I go into my screener and look for things that are oversold, maybe things that are 100 shares that are oversold a little bit. I don't think that's the case. I don't think I have my screener set up that way. Hopefully the market will bounce back and at some point. Because if it does bounce back this morning, you know, it obviously gives me the full opportunity to gain a ton out of it by day trading. You know, I have about $4,000 or $5,000 to day trade with, and I've been making those moves the past, you know, couple of days. If you breathe, hit the like button. Yes. I just backhanded the like button twice. Well, if you did that, then you turned the like off. You took away the like. I'd love for everyone to buy Prague, not financial advice, just a very strong suggestion. You're funny. All right, guys, that's it. We didn't reach our goal of 200 likes. We got to 182. I appreciate anybody that did hit the like button. You guys are amazing. Make sure you guys check out some of the links in the description. You check out my my Discord group, the Patreon, all of that stuff. Make sure you find a way to hit the like button on some. Don't tell me that she unplugged the Wi-Fi again, because this is still running. Okay. All right. We hit 200 likes, guys. Thank you so much for getting me to that point. I appreciate you more than you know. That was awesome. I thought we weren't going to get to it, and we got to it. So you guys are great. But make sure you hit the like button on all of my videos. Check out some of my other channels. I uploaded a reaction video, a reaction channel to, or sorry, a reaction video to Trey and Matt talking about AMC and GME and the overall situation. So definitely check that out. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.